Hey, Trackside Mike here with another unboxing video. I have the 44 tonner Rapido. It's a little tonner switcher. You can get these at OVR, and the price of those are $314.99 Canadian, which is about 200 and something American. So good little deal for a good locomotive. Let's check them out. Yeah, not that one, eh? And let's make it bigger. Yeah. Okay, so we got the 44 tonner from Rapido. And just trying to see which camera is the best. There you go. Let's leave it there. We only got one person in the show tonight, and that's this young little fella. So, yeah, like I say, it's the 44 tonner, General Electric, little switcher. And I have the Port Stanley, and I have the Canadian National. Both of them were exclusive runs done by OVR. So let's check it out. Okay, so I got them out of the box. They come in the nice little clam shell case. Rapido packs their trains up nicely for shipping, and good little case they can come in. So let's break them out, and in the meantime, let's talk about the little history of the Port Stanley. So the first one we got out of the box is the Port Stanley Terminal 44 tonner, which is still in service today. We have Pooh Hall, member of the club, and retired crane operator, Mrs. Askew. That's what we always call him, but he works down there in Port Stanley too. So let's talk a little bit of history about the Port Stanley 44 tonner. This first passenger train reached Port Stanley on July 5th, 1856. The line increased until 1943, when it ended the gas revolution and increased the use of automobiles, causing it to slow down and decline in passenger traffic. On February 1st, 1957, this passenger service ended up in the LAPS line. Afterwards, the railway continued to carry freight traffic, especially between St. Thomas and London, Ontario. The rail section between St. Thomas and Port Stanley fell into the despair and was finally abandoned in 1982 after it was washed out. When the line was officially abandoned, a group of railroader professionals created the Port Stanley Terminal Railroad and purchased the railroad to be used to their heritage railway. After rebuilding the tracks, the group finally received provincial railway charter to operate trains between the cities of St. Thomas and Port Stanley in 1987. This was the first chartered issue in Ontario services. So there you go. Nice little history about this little locomotive and the Port Stanley Railroad. In 2012, the Port Stanley Terminal Railway was inducted in the North American Railway Hall of Fame. The PSTR was recognized for its contributions to the railroad as a community business government organization in the local characters and in the present day. So this railway has 5 historical diesel electric locomotives, the first in 1940 and 1950, 9 passenger cars. General Electric, which used to be in London, they built locomotives up there in London, Ontario. Remember that? the 50-tonner, the General Electric 25-ton locomotive, and the General Locomotive Company 50-ton switch locomotive, and the 44-tonner electric motor locomotive created in Winnipeg's Water District 103. The General Electric's 45-tonner, and then it just goes on. Oh, and that went really fast. So yeah, trains leave Port Stanley Railway Station on most weekends. Any day during the July and August months. I believe they do a Christmas train too. St. Thomas, additional number of special train rides. There you go. So check out this calendar. And yeah, nice little write up. So, but that's exclusive run from OVR. This 44-tonner. Pretty cool. Some heritage. And an exclusive run with Rapido. So I'll get that on the tracks, and we'll do a little coupler test and details. And we'll go right back. Okay, we got her on the tracks. And we'll check out the coupler gauge. Coupler height looks good. Check the backside. And I believe they're KD couplers. And they're engaged. So proper height, front and back, which is good. You want to make sure that your wheels. Check the wheel gauges, and let's fire this bad boy up. See what kind of functions we got. Okay, since it's new out of the box, it will be probably 003. So let's select locomotive. (003) enter. Start up. Okay, 03 in the proto throttle or the power cab, whichever you use. I don't use digital tracks. I use NCE or proto throttle. All available at OVR for a great price. Tis the holiday season if you're out there looking for any needs. But let's start this little 44-tonner up after the coupler check. And I did the wheel gauge check. We'll fire this bad boy up. Function 8. Purrs like a little kitten. No smoke. Function 1. Bell. Function 2. Sounds like the little transport horn. All out bells. Can have the instructions. Let's go through the sound file. Okay, so 0 is your headlights. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. So we got headlights in the front. Headlights in the rear. 1 is your bell. 2 is your horn. 3 is playing strip. Gotta love the playing strip. Do step 1. Nice and slow. Five is Doppler horn. Not very loud. 7 is dimming your headlights. 9 is drive hold. 10 is that independent braking. 11 going through all the functions here. Shut that down for a minute. Okay, well, now we got out the Canadian National 44 tonner. Very well detailed. Grab irons, grab handles, trucks, roller bearing caps. Got the horn on, nice color. Front end detail. Grab irons, cut lever, KD coupler. Hoses, got your headlight. Cord, it's a lot of black. It's a lot of black on it. Got your wipers on there, detail wipers. Same grab irons. Got your steps. Nice little model. Let's get it on the layout too, and we'll do the height gauge test and wheel gauge. Okay, so we got the coupler height gauge on the track. And looks to be good. It's the right height there. Check out the other end. Pull that down so you can see it. And height gauge is good. No issues there with the couplers. Ready to engage. Wheels are engaged. And let's fire this one up. Okay, we fire this one up. F8. Horn. Same horn. Sound. Pretty ESU, so you can change the sound whenever you want. Got the belt. Headlight. Notch one. Notch her up here a little bit. Let's pick up some loads. Close a couple cars, no problem. Okay, overall, pretty good units. Going Rapido. No problem pulling. Nice and smooth. I'm gonna add a car to it and see how it pulls. These brass cars are a little bit heavier, but it's the weight and work. See if it's pull it. Okay, now we added another car to it. Mind you, this is brass, so it is that much heavier. So let's see, it should pull it through. Notch two. Notch 10. She's struggling. You want to just be the one? Oh, so it won't pull the grass by itself. But if you're just using it in your yard for switching, no problem pulling the 2 cars or 3 cars. I'd put a couple more on here. Just drive by here. Add some cars to it. So let's see if she'll hook up to these. That's all that. Nope, James this week. She's pulling it. That's 2 more cars. That's 4 cars in total, but no problem. Shut that off. And then back over to the other workbench. So all in all, like a pretty good little locomotive. We got your Canadian National and Port Stanley 44 tonners. Special run from OVR. Go check them out. They're open now every Saturday and Sunday till Christmas. And check out the Saver. There might be some online specials. You never know. So I appreciate you coming out and watching the review. Leave a comment. And till the next one. Well, till the next one. Keep it on the tracks. Take care, folks.